Okay, we got a 2003 Dodge Grand Caravan with 3.8 liter 41 TE transmission. And Kelly, this is your transmission here, and I went ahead and got it all apart and I wanted to show you what I found here. What I was thinking of before when the vehicle came in, that this back planetary gear was broken, and a lot of times it'll break around the weld and it'll snap that gear that you can kind of see in there. And that'll cause you to have either little movement or no movement, or it'll move for a little bit and it'll go. That's normally a very common problem with this transmission. But unfortunately on yours, it's actually the differential was the issue. So you can see right here where looks like something happened here where the CV axle goes into this housing and goes all the way through and then goes over to this bearing here. Well, there's supposed to be a bearing here, but here they are, all the bearing teeth. They look just like that. And it is not. It's just came apart, all got tore up in the housing here. Something happened where this thing got hit with the CV axle or something like that, caused this thing to move, or caused to put a lot of pressure on it, caused this bushing right here to wear out, tear up this bearing, and that's where we had our failure. You can see there's a bunch of metal contamination all in the fluid, and then also in the pan, just completely all the metal that was from the filter, from the bearing, got into the filter, the valve body, and also into the clutch plates too. Fine metal particles all the way around it. So we're gonna have to do a complete rebuild. It even got into the converter, so we're gonna have to do a complete rebuild with new clutches, filter, everything here, and of course new bearing. Luckily the differential did not have any damage in it. I kind of went through it, made sure there was nothing that fell into the holes here and everything else. But I do have another one of these that we can put in. It's got to completely replace that. New bearing on here. It did scar up the case just a tad, but that's actually livable as long as it doesn't go into the outside here, which is fine. The other major common problem with these transmissions is that this pin breaks, but this one actually has a protector here. The bolt comes out, the pin break comes out, and it hits the case. But yours, there must have been something, like I said, either was something was hit, ran over, or something like that. The other thing too is there was a lot of rust on all the bolts, and that's pretty uncommon there. I mean, you Washington, we do have rain and all that, but this one, for the transmission being done 3.5, 4 years ago, there's no reason why all the bolts should have been that rusted. So I don't know if maybe water got in, something happened catastrophic to make this happen here. So anyway, that was the cause of failure. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing all taken care of for you, get it all back together with new stuff, get it all cleaned up, and have you get you going next week. All right, thanks.